Hey friends, this is the Mrs. Wolfie from our half-acre homestead with a tea break. There's not a whole heck of a lot going on. I'm quilting like crazy. Today is the Friday, the 21st of July, 2017. And like I said, well, there's stuff going on, but it's normal everyday stuff. I'm under the crunch. I still have to assemble the rest of these blocks and then put the blocks together, get them on the quilt frame and get it quilted all before October 7th. And being as the rheumatoid arthritis in this hand sometimes won't let me even touch my fingertips, I have to give myself plenty of time to quilt it. What else is new? So I'm going to be doing that a lot. So my videos are going to drop off because this is something I have to finish. What else is new? Oh, the two turkey poults that I hatched, if you remember, I tried hatching them with, or I incubated them without the egg turner, and I hand turned them twice a day, and I only got 40%, so I'm going to use my egg turner from now on. However, being as Papa hasn't finished the outdoor pens yet, he'll be doing that this weekend. These are the grow out pens, and there's going to be a pen for the adult turkeys to get outside, and there's all this fencing's going in so we can put the goats outside, all that fun stuff. But the 9 turkey poults I had originally hatched are in a small pen in the barn, and my Orpingtons, my 9 Orpingtons or 8 Orpingtons are in a big dog crate. So they all have to go outside this weekend. But the 2 little turkey poults I hatched, I have no room for. I have nowhere to put them, right? And I couldn't put them in with the older poults because they would have killed them, right? They're a month older. So I sold them on Kijiji. A young couple, I put them up for $20. No, it was 2 for $25. And a young couple bought them. And they tried to hand me $50. And for a split second, I was like, yeah, okay, fine. And then I went, and I looked at it as they were walking away. I realized they'd paid me $25 a piece for them. And now, mind you, I'm only human. My first instinct was, okay. But in reality, that's not the price I had set. I had set $25 for the pair. So I called them back to the car, and I gave them most of their money back and said, no, it was two for $25, not $25 each. So they were really actually quite happy with that. They probably went, we met them at the Tim Hortons parking lot in Wakefield, and they probably went and had breakfast. So, so those were sold, but I forgot, and I'm going to do it as soon as I finish this. I forgot to take down the ad on Kijiji. And so I had another person email me and say, do you have any turkey poults left? And I said, no. The only turkey poults I have are the ones I'm raising, and I was going to sell them full grown this year. I said, they're a month old and they're more expensive. And she said, how much more expensive can I call you? So yeah, she called me. And I said, they're $20 a piece. And she said, well, how many do you have? I said, I have 9. How many do you want? She said, well, we'd like at least 4. And I said, well, the price can change depending on how many you want. She said, well, how much for all 9? I said, and I did real math real quick. I said, $150, because the 2 day-old ones I sold for $12.50 a piece. But these people are buying all 9. They're clearing up a pen for me, a small pen for me today. And I'm getting $16.65 a piece. So that's actually not bad. And it's clearing up space. So I sold my 9 one-month-old turkey poults, and they're coming to pick them up in a couple hours. So that's cool, because Sugar and Spice still have milk. The kids they're letting the kids nurse just enough to keep their milk flowing. Now, when I go in the barn now I'm still training them. right? They get up on the milk stand, they fight each other for position, but they kick some, just a little bit. They get, aggravated because they're empty. And I only get one out of each teat and they're empty. That's because the kids are keeping them empty. Well, yesterday, I have it on just this one clip on video. Yesterday, I went out to the barn to go through my routine of getting them up on the milk stand and taking my one little each. Well, when I got in the barn, Boots and Busy had escaped through a one slat that was a little bit wider than the rest, but they couldn't get back in.
Is this why my barn is such a mess? Well, you can stay out here till I'm done with your mom.
So I said, fine. I put a little bit of grain down on top of a low feed bin, and they were quite content to stand there and eat it while I went in and got their mums up on the milk stand, and damn if I didn't get a cup of milk. So, long story short, as soon as the turkeys are out of the small pen in the barn, it's going to get cleaned. If I can get in there, it's going to get cleaned, fresh straw put down, and at nighttime, it's only like 5 by 4, not even 5, maybe 5 by 3, but it's just big enough for Boots and Busy to sleep at night. They can go in, turn around, get all comfortable, and go to bed for the night. And that way, I'm going to be able to start milking their mothers in the morning in earnest, so that they'll be, instead of letting the babies take the milk and kicking me off, they're going to hopefully let me take the milk and kick the babies off. So that's the next step in the training. Turkey poults are gone this afternoon. New schedule for training. Papa hasn't built the grow out pens yet. They're going to be finished this weekend. My Orpingtons are halfway to being butcher weight. And I'm going to keep the 2 lavender ones that I hatched. I'm going to keep the 2 lavender ones. There's a beautiful lavender rooster. And if he turns out half as pretty as I think he is, I may try and sell him. However, nobody buys roosters in the summer. They buy them in the spring when they need them. So we'll see. If not, he'll make some fried chicken. But Papa's finishing the grow pens this weekend, and we're putting all our... there's going to be 3 of them, or there was going to be 3 of them, and the Orpingtons were going to go in 1. The grow out pen for the baby turkey poults was going to be 2, and then there was going to be a pen for the adult turkeys to get out for the summer, because my laying hens have a yard, but the turkeys are still in the barn, and they need some summertime scratching and getting outside. Now, with all my turkey poults sold, I bet you're wondering what I'm going to do for Christmas. Well, when I bought Ruby and Big Red, the Bourbon Reds, Ruby was 4 years old. And she has not laid an egg. And if she has laid an egg, it hasn't been fertile. So she's going to be Christmas dinner. I mean, she's 4 or 5 years old, but I'll brine her well, and that'll be that. That will leave me with the small Bourbon Red, who's just started laying, the 2 Narragansett Royal Palm Crosses, who laid all the eggs I hatched this year, and Big Tom, Big Red. So I'll have a Bourbon Red pair and 2 Narragansett hens, and I think I know where I'm going to buy another pair of Bourbon Red hens, and I think next year I'm going to be raising turkeys for sale, like turkey poults for sale. So that's everything that's going on. Oh, my hair. A couple of you mentioned my haircut. I found a stylist who works in a barber shop. A match made in heaven is me and Margot. Margot is a wonderful hairdresser. Nan and Karen and I were going into the Food Basics Plaza on Carling and Kirkwood. And as I was pulling in, I saw the book. See, I normally pull in on the other side at the side entrance, and this time I pulled in from the street entrance of the plaza, and there was a barber shop, and I saw a barber pole, and my truck kind of just went zoom, as if it had autopilot. You know, it went right in, and in there was this wonderful lady from Lebanon, and her name was Margot, and she's been in Canada cutting hair for 20 years, and that's where she works, and she's worked there for years. And she did exactly what I wanted. Fluff and go. You know, my hair's good. And it was 20 bucks. I could have kissed her. I could have kissed her. I tipped her well because she is there, and it's right in the same plaza as where I buy my produce in the summertime on grocery day. And it's a match made in heaven. I already go there to begin with, so I'm not wasting energy going to a different place. It's inexpensive, and she does exactly what I want. Mwah! Thank you, Margot. So that's where I get my haircut now. It's called Joe's Barber Shop and Stylist Salon. 1419 Carling Avenue, Ottawa, Unit 1421. You want a really good basic haircut, and or a stylist or a barber that listens to you gives you exactly what you want, go there, because it's taken me all these years to find her. So there's that. Have I covered everything? I'm going to be doing a lot of quilting between now and October. I have to get all these blocks finished. Then I have to assemble them into the top. Then I have to lay it all out and get it on the frame and hand quilt it. And normally I'm up to the challenge, but the rheumatoid arthritis in here is starting to get bad. And I don't always have good days with this hand. So I have to give myself some extra time. And I think that's everything. Oh, beans. The beans are getting picked today. I'll take you out and show you a clip. At some point I'll go out and I'll show you the beans when I do the pen video for this weekend, because Papa's finishing the grow out pens, and we'll do that on video, and they're looking marvelous, simply marvelous. Anyway, I have sewing to do and a lot. Oh, and from Margaret in Virginia, thank you so very much for the slow cooker liners. As soon as I get a rainy day and I find a roast in the freezer, I'm going to try this out. So you folks let me know if you want to see that on video. Thank you so very much, Margaret. It was very thoughtful of you. This is the Mrs. Wolfie from our half-acre homestead saying, I have to get on that sewing machine. All right? So you guys have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care. God bless.